I'm just so used to being here so many times. It's weird that this is the last time. And I don't know. It's strange, man. It's strange. I remember the first time we came here and played, I was kind of like, is this really a barn? What the hell is going on around here? You know what I mean? And to now being something that's just such a part of this whole experience, and one of the things that I'll miss. It's crazy. But I've been here so many times. Like, I know where to walk. I know how to get here myself. Like, I could have just drove from the hotel to here by my, you know what I mean? It's just strange just being the last one. Because there've been so many good ones, some great ones, some horrible ones, but there've been so many of them that it's really hard. It's very, very hard to single one out. I mean, I can't count how many times. When I first came in the league, I played off a lot of emotion, played with a lot of rage. But to beat San Antonio, I mean, the year we got swept in '99, really showed me another level of the game in terms of the coldness with which they played, the discipline that they played with. And that's when I realized I got to get my game to that level and get it there now. And so they helped me find that next level of discipline. It was fun. I mean, the most fun was when they had home court advantage and we had to come up here and play. We wound up getting both games up here, but it was intense. I mean, we knew what they could do. We knew how they would play. We knew their momentum. We knew how they liked to execute. But there were just some nights where we just could never get in front of them. Their ball movement, we're always kind of chasing the game, But I do miss the Dome, though. I do miss that. I remember, playing in there, and there's something about the rims there that I really enjoyed. And then when we moved here, like my first couple of games, it just threw me off. I hated playing here. I couldn't shoot for crap. But playing in the Dome was a lot of fun. He's been so open with me, and I've been a sponge every chance I get to be around him. And I talk to him a lot about the game. I ask him questions about the game, how he teaches the game. And, one of my favorite times that I spent with him was doing an All-Star game when he was coaching. And he came up to me right before practice and he said, "Hey, should I do a real practice or like a whatever walk-through All-Star practice?" I said, "No, you got to do a real practice." I said, "I want to see what the hell goes on down there in San Antonio, so you got to do all the real stuff." So he lined the guys up, put the guys through, and the guys are kind of looking around like, "What the hell?" And Tim just looked at me like, "Dude, you're killing me." I said, "Well, I want to see you. I want to see what goes on." I hope it is, because it's rare to be able to play with or play for one of the all-time greatest coaches. You know what I mean? And I've been very fortunate in my career. I've had Phil and played with Pop. I played under Pop several times. It's been great. The competitiveness was always centered around us versus them. Like, we have to beat them. Like, I'm not even, and in the process of us as a team getting to the next level, we wound up beating Tim Duncan. But it was, against San Antonio, you cannot afford to think individually for 1 second, because it'll burn you, man. So I've never had that personal rivalry with him. Nah, I mean, I've played against him for so many years. I mean, it's like, enough already. Enough already. So yeah, I mean, we've had all those battles before. It's very difficult for me to give you a very I can give you a BS answer, but it's hard for me to make that comparison because I've seen Bruce for so many times. Like Kawhi, I've only played against him like 1.5 times, and nothing really at a high level of a matchup sort of thing. So it's very hard for me to compare the two. Just on the surface, from what I see on TV and things of that sort, Bruce was, uses length a lot more. It was used his he was kind of in and out and, tapping the arms and trying to break your rhythm and things of that nature. Kawhi seems to use his body a lot more and plays position a lot more. And but they both have phenomenal hands. Well, I mean, it's more personal because, it's the rivalry that I played through. I mean, the Celtics rivalry was something I grew up watching. Played against them a couple times in the finals. With San Antonio was like year in and year out. You know, when the year we won the championship, it was like, well, Tim was hurt, so it really doesn't count. You know what I mean? So the second run, it was like, okay, you know, now let's see. You guys had a shortened season, and we had Tim when he was hurt, so now let's see what's up. You know, so that rivalry was what fueled the majority of my career. Yeah, you know, I think that starts at the top. I think that starts at the top with Pop, and you know, I think it starts at the top with the ownership, and they're very clear on what the identity is of this team, and they're very clear on what they stand for, what they represent, and they're very clear on the style of player that they want to have, and they've been consistent with that year over year, which is why it becomes easier for them to select certain players to draft, you know, with certain players to trade for, because they're looking for a certain type of player, right? And I think that leads to consistency. You know, we've had changes. You know, we had Dr. Bus passing away. You have Jeannie and Jim. You have Phil coming and going. You have all these things going on. And so as a result, system changing as well. There's a lot of inconsistency. And what they've done here, which is phenomenal and probably comparable to the Patriots or something like that, is they've had so much consistency from top to bottom. But I can't sit here and complain. I mean, I've eaten pretty well, so I can't complain that there's no dessert left. Well, I mean, I think it has a lot to do with it. I mean, I think the players and the free agents, you know, that come down the road, I think they're going to want to know what we represent as an organization, right? What we stand for, what the direction is, and things of that nature. I think that helps free agents be more comfortable going into a situation. No, I know that. I mean, I don't need to be a genius to figure that out. Like, if you're a player and you want to win a championship, you got to go to a place that's already has those things established. They know what they're doing. There's no confusion. There's, you know which direction the ship is going. It's been enjoyable, man. You know, it's I've been able to kind of take it all in and have great conversations, be able to talk to fans a little bit during the game, and you know, talk to you guys in a very carefree manner, and it's been good. Well, you know what's funny? Like with us three, there's not really much to say because you know it's like you don't have to say anything to understand each other because we've been in this game for so many years. So with us, it's more just small talk, just talking about just really trivial things. You know, it's not like we have a really in-depth conversation about things, and it's not like Tim's the most talkative guy in the world, so it's not like, you know, you're going to pull anything out of him anyway. So, you know, we just sit back and relax, really. Yeah, competing against these guys and, you know, on the court and trying to figure out what the hell Pop's thinking. And, you know, with Tony and Manu and Tim and what they're scheming on next and what they're setting you up for next and how do you counter that. And then aside from that in the city, just walking around, going for strolls down the Riverwalk and things like that, night before big playoff games and just relaxing and taking it all in, kind of the quiet before the storm. It's an amazing feeling because it's, you know, we have had so many heated games here, so it feels good here at the end to be able to have this this amount of respect.